Crim here with another episode of Baldur's Gate. This time we're going to finally start Act 2. It was a long time coming, and I think I've done just about everything in Act 1. I went ahead and got the portraits that I was looking for. So, one of the portraits was over here in this section in Joachim's Rest, where it was, like, up top, so you had to come around to get up here. I think that was the Red Prince that was over there. The, one for, what's her name? The, elf girl. She was over here, hidden in some moss. And the ranger guy, I can't remember their names, I'm sorry, is up here in the top of the tower. You have to, like, take this ladder up and then circle around, and that's how you get to that. So, that's how I found those last ones. I only had to look up the one for the elf because I just could not find it, because it was so well camouflaged. So, let's go ahead and proceed. I also stole 2 more of the smoke powder barrels before I left. That's what the imp was for. So there's a little trick whenever you're stealing stuff, where if you move an object near the person that you're stealing from, they'll actually pick up the object and put it in their inventory so you can buy it from them if they happen to be a merchant. So I just did that for the smoke powder barrels, using the imp to get some negative reputation. Alright, so we're finally over here. Let's see, we will be taking care of getting the key to the Blood of Lathander this episode, I believe. And I don't think we're actually going to interact with the Gith yet.
These markings. Tirsu's script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once.
Okay. How do I know you can trust?
You don't have to trust them. Only to trust me. I have not failed you yet, and I have no intentions of it now. I don't need you to believe me for it to be true.
Whatever you say.
Chuk. Very well. But promise me we will return before our chance is lost, else I make my way there alone.
Okay.
Lead on then.
We should get some, like, reputation boost from that, but oh well. It's her main story, so it's whatever. Alright, so what I was saying, we probably won't do anything with the Git this episode. I'm trying to get back into the swing of recording. I'm not gonna talk to her, by the way. So with her, if you accept her mission, she wants you to steal a Githyanki egg, and that makes lae'zel angry. And when you steal the egg and give it to her, they use, like, chronomancy, and they abuse it, and all this other stuff to try and break it from being a Githyanki, and try and make it essentially into a Githzerai. And it fails. I'll just say that right now, it's a spoiler. I'm not gonna actually do it. If I get the egg, I'm just gonna keep the egg for myself. But yeah, they try their hardest to, basically change it. And in the process of trying to change it, they end up making it a lot worse. Because they just essentially abuse it like it's a child and all that stuff. So, I normally just outright kill her, to be honest. She is from the Society of Brilliance, which is a guild that you can meet in Act 3. It was the same guild that the Mind Flayer guy was a part of. Are you gonna get on the thing, lae'zel? Okay. Okay, game. Toggle group mode. I don't know why sometimes they just don't want to approach. I wish this game had formations is one thing. Where you can, like, change how people line up and such. Like, all the other, like, tactical games similar to this have that.
The secret of the crags.
What was that? I really can't abide mumbling, Will.
I'm trying to decide on a title for this chapter of the Blade's adventures.
Haven't you ever heard, don't catch your chickens before they hatch? Or perhaps, don't count your adventurers before they survive an arduous, danger-filled journey.
It's not that bad. Did we already have this? Oh, this is a potion. I thought that was an ingredients, like, not an ingredient.
Gimme.
A recipe. Pilgrim's Paris, Pilgrim's Curses. I wish the game made it easier to actually select things. Because if I do that, I pick it up, and I don't want it in my inventory. I was just going to select it, but it's not worth my time.
Got it.
Okay. So there is a cutscene that's down here. In the past, I've tried to skip the cutscene by going the secret route, and I've tried to, like, double back to see if there's any effect from me doing that, where I, like, sneak up on them and open the door for them. You can't really get there fast enough to do it, though. So I'm just going to trigger the cutscene. The back way in is up here, and then you break down this thing, and it brings you into a room filled with, like, magical rat things. And you just fight your way through there, and then you can keep going, but as soon as you get close enough, they just start initiating the cutscene without you even being there. Without actually being a cutscene, but, you know, they essentially just kill the NPCs off over here if you don't get there fast enough. So I'd rather have the cutscene.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the Creche on high alert.
Yep. So one thing I never understood is why these guys are part of the Absolute. Because this is, I think, the only time in the entire game when you actually encounter this form like Absolute.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Corliss. Undertump. Novice of the Absolute.
Okay.
Searching. Hunting. Scared Yankee. Torture. Little house. Under a hill. Somewhere. Don't remember. Nothing. Didn't know.
The spell's power.
Alright, so what I was getting at was like halflings and gnomes. They don't really appear in the Absolute's ranks ever, except for right here. Unless they're like being forced into doing it. The only, like, the only exception to that is if you're dealing with deep gnomes and such.
Too drunk. It's not possible.
Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this and hope for the best. And by hope for the best, I mean there's a lot of explosives in here. A lot of explosives. So we're gonna try and get them to come towards us, if we can help it. Because I'd like to keep some of these explosives for myself. And one of these kobolds actually has a mace that we need in order to unlock the ceremonial key or whatever, so that we can do the Lythander thing, if we want to. We don't actually have to get it. I think there's a way around it, other than just outright just taking the thing at the end. There's a way to put normal weapons on it, so we technically don't need the mace. Oh, you get 2 attacks, that's cool. I think they have the mace.
Reeks of liquor. This is no time to go playing with fire.
Can I... Okay, let's get a better angle then. Or you have the mace on you. Yeah, that's the mace right there, I think. Anyway, one of them has a mace. We'll have to search for it. Kobolds are really easy to beat, so
Jimmy on the go.
let's go ahead and just shut this. And just wait.
Time to strike.
So long as he doesn't go next, they should all start running towards us. There we go, they're all grouped up. Shield low. Did nothing. And I'm just gonna do a Hunger of Hedora right here. Or a, okay. Or one of the tentacle grab things. So can you... No, you can't reach them. Well, can you fly? Okay. So you can actually fly through there for us. That's interesting. So I could have just had you fly in here and then circle around and open the door for us. We don't actually have to go through this entire gauntlet. There's a few ways into that section. That's just one of them. The other way is like going through the kobold route and going all the way around. The other way is the sneak way that I showed at the start. And apparently we can just teleport through.
Making my move.
Okay, so we could do Arms of Hadar or Hunger of Hadar. I'm thinking Hunger of Hadar. Right here. And then you just do your little Tinkerbell thing and run away. Shut the door while you're at it. Don't go in. Okay, well, I guess you're kind of not doing what I want you to do. I wanted you to just shut the door and not walk into it. So let's just back up slightly. And you can hit them. And we're just going to try and keep them in that room so that they all take damage. Just an easy way to take care of it without having to do too much work. Yeah, because they don't know what to do now. That bash really does nothing. Wow, you are taking a lot of damage, aren't you? Come on. Hurry up and come over here. Nice. And we can just go ahead and do this. You. And you. And just hold tight.
This is gonna feel good.
As for you, go ahead and Rajay. Actually, no, it's not worth it. Just pull back, actually. Your health is getting too low for me to care about.
Victory awaits.
And I'd like her to go ahead and just give you a moderate cure wounds.
Take cure.
Give you some tempo. And we can just hold tight again. Shut the door. And have them come towards us. Don't know why the camera's doing that. And there's also some kobolds that are in like barrels and such. Shut the door, please. Or not, I guess. Easy fight is easy, though, I tell you. This and this. Yeah, Will is really overpowered, by the way, if you couldn't tell from how I've been using him lately. He takes no prisoners. He's actually being useful. And that's why I say, like, a Warlock Rogue is probably one of the best combos you can have if you want to cheese the stuff in the game. They have access to pretty much everything they need. And you only need to, like, go, like, 3 points into Rogue. 4 points if you want the extra feats. Or just go 2. If you want to go 3 points, I'd suggest going for Thief so that you can get the extra bonus action. Not that I'm really using his bonus actions, but if you just go 2 points, you get access to bonus action, dash, dodge, and hide, and all that stuff.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Anyway, let's see. Can I do anything with that? Yeah, I can. There we go. And that's the encounter.
Blade at the ready.
That was easy. Go ahead and turn that off.
What's cooking?
She took a lot more damage than she should have, but that was kind of my own fault. Nothing of value. I'll probably come back and collect these bodies so that I have access to... Cool. Cobalt Journer. Yeah, so I have access to easy resurrection potential if I want to, like, get skeletons and such, or ghouls. Because, let's see, how much do they weigh? The weight is the important thing. They only weigh 35. So they're actually kind of heavy. And I don't really know if they would actually work or not. I think they would. But I don't know for a fact that they would.
Hey!
Yep, so the inventor is right here. We already looted him. And we can keep going. We can get into more fights if we want to with the kobolds. They're in the barrels, drinking. So, if we happen to want that, then we can. I'm not doing it right now, though, for time. That's something I'll do to mop up later. And I'm going in the normal way this time instead of sneaking in because, well, might as well. There's an eagle that's on the roof that you can fight if you want to get the warhammer from them. Or I think you can persuade them to let you just get the warhammer. And the eagle is actually part of a mini quest where there's a sparrow or something like that that is annoyed that a eagle took over its stomping grounds. So the sparrow asks you to get rid of the eagle. So you don't get anything in return for it. It's just something you can do. Okay, so let's go ahead. I need you to break this.
Come on, let's go. Yeah.
And this is how you get to the roof. Easy if you want to go that route. These are the rat things. I don't know if there's anything of value in here. So we're not going to go in there. It's mimics people in order to get them to come towards them. Alright, and this is the actual circle thing. I think there's a way where you can make a perception check over here to just bypass this entire thing.
Something
Yeah.
over there.
So we actually don't even need to do this if we make a high enough perception check. And the perception check is just 10, so that's not bad. But I am going to quickly show you something that may or may not still work, because it might have been a bug. But before you were able to... See, I have the ceremonial mace, and I have a normal mace. The normal mace works. See? Yeah. So, in other words, you don't actually need the ceremonial weapons in order to do this, which is kind of nice because the ceremonial weapons are, you know, just +1 variants. So if you want to keep those for any reason. This guy is a axe, if I can find it. I went ahead and bought some ahead of time. Alright, I took damage from that. I guess it's not a great axe, it must be a different type of axe, like a battle axe or something like that. It has to be the exact type, so like if I put this Morning Star over here, I think I would take damage. But if you want the axe can be found over here. In this chamber, there's a guy that you can fight. So, we're not going to do that though. I have access to just unlock the thing, so I'm just going to unlock the thing. So, let's try that.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, DC of 30. Shouldn't be too hard, huh? Oh boy. Tell you what, let me give myself advantage. Or I have to roll once, and then we can give myself advantage. We would have had that. We would have had that if we had the boost from the helmet and all that stuff. So advantage, real quick. Go ahead and put these on. I picked these back up from Asterion, because I'm not using them right now. Keep on trying. Will happen eventually. I have more than enough tools to do this, and tools weigh a lot, so I don't really care if I spam them. It's nice that you can just keep on trying and they don't, like, make the DC harder. Because if this was like a DM, the DM would be like, no, eventually your lockpick breaks and it shatters inside of it and you can't open the thing anymore. There is a rule in some of the games where you, like, take 20 if you spend long enough on something. So, there we go. That was a pretty hard DC, but not the hardest in the world. And we can go ahead and take this. Go ahead and read it real quick. Cool.
Blood of Lathander. Real or metaphorical?
Nice. And we have that,
Alright.
so we're good to go. And we'll interact with this anyway. And I think all the characters can try that perception check, so just if you want to, you can save scum in front of it to force
Monasteries'
it.
notable keepers adorn these intricate Lathandarian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by Dawn Masters, esteemed members of the clergy.
Okay.
The reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawn Master Seed, evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawn Master Stockhold. Dawn Master Vassaid wielding... The rest of the inscription and picture has shattered away.
It's a battle axe, I think.
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory beckons forth the rising sun in Lathander's name.
Okay. Cool. Little bonus. So we're gonna go ahead and steal this sword because it serves no purpose now. I forget what the old key unlocks.
Out cold. Is that good?
It's good enough. And we can go ahead and sneak our way through here. So what we can do here is we can just cast Featherfall and jump down if we want to. Or we can go through here. There's a wall that we can bash down, and we can just walk our way down there. Or we can just, you know, go the normal way. So there's a few options that we have. I'm going to do the Featherfall route because why not? It's the fastest way. And there's pretty much nothing else of value here other than going up to this section. We can circle back up there, though. So let's go ahead and use Featherfall. I should just have, like, Gale here for these situations, considering how often I have to use this. It's not really worth going to camp over this. Come on, the rest of you, while it's still active. Alright. Is the imp not coming with us? I have no idea what's going on with the imp. Oh well. He's just gonna chill out over there, I guess. So we go downstairs. Nothing of value. So yeah, we can just open this up. And we can also, like, open up all of
Within
these.
the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you.
No, it's not.
Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
So let me check that mind reading potion. I'm just curious. So, potion of mind reading. Okay, so they changed the actual sprite here, but the one that's still in the world looks like a healing potion. So that was one of the things in the last changelog, that they made it to where it was more discernible. But apparently they forgot to update that. So we're gonna have another patch probably that has that updated. Wow, double 20s. Having advantage is nice. Go ahead and get this gust spell, even though I never got it to... I don't want you to cast it, I want you to pick it up. I didn't even know I could cast it like that. Alright, come over here, read about Lathander.
The blood of Lathander, spilled in holy battle with Samaster, immortalized here for all to worship.
Give me that gold.
This is where they kept the blood of Lathander.
Does the amulet have anything to say? Hello, amulet, do you have anything to say?
Must be Githyanki.
Let me have it, please. Go and pick that up. Alright, so I'm thinking we might actually have to double out of here, like leave this section, to go to the other section for the last part of this. Like, we'll start this, get the main dialogue going next time, but we won't actually proceed to the Blood of Lathander just yet. And the reason why is I think I need to persuade lae'zel to be more open towards us. The thing I just picked up, the Gith thing, the storybook, there should be actually more of those in the other map. And the other ones are
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
essentially trying to corrupt her. I think part 1 is just here. Part 2 and part 3 might be over there. I'll look it up between now and then, because we have plenty of time for that. But there is a certain Githyanki in there that is very curious about that. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
What's that?
Nothing up there. Okay, Gale. Not Gale.
A heroic
Will.
god.
You both have Y in your name. Not really.
Don't be shy. Marching.
They sound similar is what I was going for. Alright. Inventory offering. So yeah, the actual thing that she has on her is considered like a blasphemous script. So
Lathander, forgive me. We have to fire the lamps.
that's one thing about the Gith that's always been curious. Is okay, you two can't come up here. That's cool. Is, you know, you have the Gith and then you you have the Gith Yankee and then you have the Gith Sarai. And the Gith Sarai are the ones that like turned against the principle of warfare and all that from the Gith. So they were like branded as Sarai for being like traitors and such.
Let's try this way.
And they were like banished into the abyssal realm or whatever. Not the abyssal realm, but the like outer area.
Sharp as ever.
And for the most part, the Gith Sarai are extremely peaceful.
Making me sweat.
So, if you like corrupt a Gith Yankee, they should technically become a Gith Sarai.
Let's
Oh
go.
well. I think the game considers them different races. So here's the eagle. And we have speak with animals, so we're just gonna talk to you. See what happens.
Intruder! In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Xavier, get behind Mummy!
Yeah, cool. Go for an inspiration.
Fine. Xavier! Xavier! Don't talk to it! It might have germs.
Very nice. And we can steal the Warhammer by distracting them. Come on. Let me walk. Let me walk, please. I'm not too keen on doing that, though. These eagles will eventually leave on their own, depending on our actions later. Okay, so this is not opening up for me. Not just yet. There should be, like, a secret area. Oh, there it is. I'm in the wrong section. I'm in the wrong section entirely. My bad. Well, at least I can see what's over here. While we wrap up the episode, just exploring the last bits of the outer area. We might also find one of those log things out here. I don't quite remember. Here we go.
Fallen Gith.
Go ahead and use this. No, nothing of value. I'm gonna go ahead and give these to her. Here you go. Here you go.
Where am I needed?
So, Will, here's what you need to do. It's on
Checking
group
things
mode.
out.
And you get right here. And you do a good old-fashioned fireball.
On I go.
Because as far as I know, they don't have any range. And these things are kind of annoying to fight. So, I'm just gonna end turn.
Victory awaits.
Everyone get
On
over
the
here
move.
to where you can easily reach them. End turn.
A Grimishka. Careful. These things hate magic.
Yeah, they like
Moving.
multiply whenever you hit them with magic and such. Try and get everyone
Time to
group
strike.
up, so I can just do another one of those. In fact, I can probably open that door if we wanted to, but not that big of a deal. Yeah, get right in the open. That's exactly where I want you. Thanks so much.
Allergic to magic. Let's go.
And you just go ahead and hit this thing with a fire arrow. Oh, good. You came up here to me. That saves me some time, too. I'd prefer fighting up here than down there, so I'm not too annoyed by that. That means you can technically, like, ambush them there, then group around there, and just start attacking them left and right up here. So that's really good strategy for these guys. The other strategy I usually implement is just blocking the door there and having them all come towards you while you have like a spell like grouped up on them, so they can't do much of anything. Yeah, come on. Oh, they emit ice and all that stuff. So yeah, whenever they, like, take magic damage, they do a bunch of weird stuff. And I guess they can't get through until that one leaves. Hello? Are you done yet? Okay, come on. Thank you. So, who is it, Will?
Forever dauntless.
Alright, Will. I'd like you to go ahead and use your biggest... Thank you.
Now this is my happy place.
And you, I'd want you to just get right here and get ready to hit really hard. So, for now, just get your main weapon out. I wish we could do, like, a ready action, but that's not a possibility in this game. Nice. Lots of crits there.
Let's do this.
And just mop them up. Very easy fight. So go ahead and hit you.
I'm heating up.
And there should be one to go after this. Or there's actually two of them. They just taking their time coming up here. Opportunity, Warcaster spell, go for it. Jeez. That was a meaty hit.
I will ascend.
And finish it off, I hope. Yep.
What a charmer.
And now they're all up here for me. So that's nice too. These things have some like spell components on them. Not the most useful thing, Wizard Bane. I think it just forces disadvantage on concentration checks and such. But I'm not really using poisons that much, so I don't really care that much. Free ingredients are free ingredients, and if you do get them to multiply, you can harvest the multiplied amounts, but you don't get as much XP whenever you fight them. The fact that you get any XP, though, is pretty interesting. So let's continue. I think we can get down right here. Can we get down right here? Apparently not. I think it's on this side that we can get down. So other than the kobolds that are in the barrels and the eagles, that's pretty much all the fighting that's out here. There might be some more on the road over here. I think there are some like undead sentinels that we fight that have like ambushed a camp. But they're more like carrions. They are just picking off the remains of the tieflings and such that happen to be in the area. Or something like that. I don't know. Hard to remember. Oh, that reminds me. So, someone mentioned to me that the Carrion Crawler Cave back in the Underdark, you can use a spell to make it to where you can get in there, to make it easier. I tried using Reduced Person on myself, and I also tried using a Polymorph on myself in order to try and get in there, as well as the Gaseous Form. And none of it worked. Disguise Self also didn't work for that. But there is a thing that you can do. You can use the Hireling, which is a Halfling or a Dwarf or a Gnome, in order to get in there to get the thing. And all it is a topaz that's worth like 450 gold, so it's not that important, but it is interesting that it was there. So if you want that, you can just do that if you want to. It wasn't really worth my time to go back to get that. I just figured I'd mention that now, though. But yeah, that is nice. Speak with Animals recipe. Thank you, even though I don't really need it. That's one of the most useful and worthless spells in the entire game, because it's useful when you don't have access to the spell. It's worthless when you have, full access to it at all times.
Here goes.
Oh, that's cool. We have commands. Oh, no, that's banishment. Banishment's really nice. Open this up. I don't think there's much anything in here. Just a special chest. Okay, we'll read you. Cool. Nothing of value. Magic Missile. This is a fun spell. I should probably keep the chest. It's a medium toughness, so let's go ahead and pick this up and send it to camp. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Send this to camp. Alright, and nothing else here, and nothing else over here, I think, other than this lock. This is the, I think, last one of these. So let's go ahead and lockpick this. Those don't serve any purpose, other than maybe to hint at what weapons you're supposed to put down. I haven't ever read it, because TLDR, to be quite honest. I mostly click the books in case there's like a story pop-up. Because there's occasionally the random things, like whenever we found the journal in the Blighted Village and such, and Shadowheart had something to say about that. And we are good up here, so we can just teleport back down here. And hey, look, the imp joined us. So now that we're out of that area, we're going to do a short rest. Oh, we're out of short rests. That's annoying. Well, we're going to keep going then. I just want to circle over here to see if there's anything of value before, because like I said previously, I'm not going to plan on going in there unless I have access to all of the, Well, actually, I don't think it matters, to be honest.
lae'zel, are you sure of the greeting we'll find at this creche of yours?
Of course I'll be welcomed. And if you behave, you may keep your head too.
Alright, so I don't think it matters if we actually have all of these things. Because, if I recall correctly, there is an issue.
What's the story?
If there was an issue before the last patch where lae'zel would actually just forget all the progress that you made
That might be worth a look.
with her story by Act 3. She, like, basically defaulted to as if you never helped her at all. And I didn't have any issues with interacting with her during that scene, so... like, in my Dark Urge playthrough, so maybe it doesn't really matter if you find all of those. I don't know. I'm just speculating things. We'll find out one way or the other if it matters. Coming up this way, see if there's anything of value. And there's the bird. So this bird has had issues with those. The blue jay has had issues with them. I should probably not interact with it just yet, because you accept the quest from it and turn it in to kill the eagles and such, and I'd rather not. So we're just going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. And next time we are going to go into the creche, and we will deal with all that nonsense, because I swear it's going to be some nonsense. It's going to be a lot of nonsense. Then I am not really looking forward to doing some of the interactions there, because of just how difficult they can be, to say the least. Like, there are a lot of skill checks all at once, and if you fail one, then you're SOL for an entire playthrough, essentially. So let's go ahead and read this one.
That might be worth a look.
And lae'zel can pick this up.
This will be done.
No, pick it up, not read it.
Let's march!
You get to keep all those. So yeah, let's see what's in the dirt next to all the bodies in this mass grave. Let's see if they happen to have a chest. Oh, look, there's a chest. Nothing of value.
There we go.
Kind of wish that they would, like, mix it up where it's not always chests, but you find, like, other things. Like, we're next to a bunch of bodies. There should be, like, ribs and such that we're actually digging up. Be like, well, what did you expect to find?
Looky!
Oh, well. The only time when that's actually happened is in Act 1 in the basement of the Alchemist of the Blighted Village, where, like, you're interacting with the coffins and such, and they suddenly come to life, and it's like, well, what did you expect to happen? So, nothing over here about you. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and go inside. I'm gonna do a hard save, though. Not a load, a hard save. Go ahead and save. Yep. Go on inside, see what happens.
What shall I do if the Jedi takes me in for questioning? Why? Have you anything to hide? No.
Sentries to arms! Istik, state your purpose quickly.
Stand down, Gish. Is it not Vlaakith's command to welcome her faithful?
I expected no visitors, faithful or otherwise. Why have you come?
Okay, intimidation, let me pass. Yeah. We're gonna not do that. Allow her to answer.
We seek the Zaithisk. Show me the way.
You are infected. A gate thrall is something to eradicate, not reason with.
The faithful may be purified. This is Vlakith's protocol.
Fine. Let the Gustil carry out your fate. Report to the infirmary at once. And step carefully. Kresialak watches you.
Alright. Is there anything in here? So a bunch of dead bodies? Oh, wait. Who are you? You look familiar.
I would be more concerned.
Were you the, You weren't the bard, were you? I don't remember. She looks similar to the pink bard that we met earlier. A lot of loot over here. Eventually we're going to have to, like, fight our way through here, I believe. So, we're just gonna keep going. And we will wrap up the episode when we get to the actual thing.
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
How I have longed for these familiar sounds and sights.
Well, I'll be. So even the ferocious lae'zel has a soft side.
A possessive side. What is a warrior without something precious to protect?
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior, undeniably
Vlakith herself.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
Looks like a meteor or a comet. We can try that. Like, it looks very similar to the comet in, like, Final Fantasy. Come on, roll a 2.
You recall stories of a prince riding a comet just like this one. With sudden clarity, you realize it's the symbol of Orpheus, a forgotten hero from the tales of your youth.
The sign of Orpheus? Blasphemy! Would I could quarter the Vandal myself!
Interesting.
This Githyanki looks different from the other, the way her stark white skin stretches over her sharp features.
It's obviously Blacketh. And I'm just curious what happens if I do the dex thing.
Portrait looks down on you, as if you were little more than an insect.
And there's someone approaching from behind. Are we gonna sign it? Oh, there we go.
You take a moment to fully appreciate your masterpiece. She certainly looks a little less regal now.
A wretched display.
Nah, I'm not. Now someone clean up that mess. I want to see if they say anything. Nothing to say.
What is this? I need to get rid of it before the Inquisitor sees.
And maybe they'll actually get rid of the comet too. They just didn't notice it before.
Let me at it.
Nothing of value there. That's one of those rat things inside of there. And we are going to save right here and hope for the best, because there are a lot of checks.
Parasite nearby. You should...
Vertical intestinal coloration. Do you have a question?
I am a child of Gith, not discarded rat flesh. Am I not due your respect?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Let the Istik with you speak, and I will decide what respect you're owed. lae'zel, is it? Fine. And be quick. My work is of vital import.
We carry gate tadpoles and have done so for countless days, yet we show no symptoms. We must enter the Zaithsk.
You are infected, but showing no signs of cerebral impairment. Fascinating. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Zaithisk. I will ensure you are cured.
And the Zaithis is?
The apparatus at the top of those stairs. Quickly now. Time is of the essence.
It really isn't.
Even Githyanki rarely experiences Zaithisk. You are very lucky, Istik. Go on.
Let's see if lae'zel wants to do it.
The device is strange, made of taut flesh and pockmarked metal. It waits for something.
The Zaithisk. Vlaakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
Alright, go ahead then. But I am going to try and examine it at the very least. And add a bonus while you can, because... yeah, that's going to be annoying. So this is one of those situations where I said I'd have to save scum, depending on the situation, because this is a major turning point.
The device is part or...
Stand aside! Praise Vlaakith.
Sit, child. Let the Zaithisk end your suffering.
I think we can bring her back alive after this, if it fails. But I don't really want to. It comes down to that.
You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithisk.
There's some
will do
clipping
the
right there.
rest.
An unseen blade cleaves your mind in two. Impossible pain sears your bones and body in concert with lae'zel's.
Really?
Vlaakith Tafki Nazin! Vlaakith Tafki Nazin!
Yes, child. Speak the Talakit. Meditate on its verses.
You feel lae'zel's mind rip and rupture. Is this purification? Is this the cure?
Yeah, it's not. Endurance. Cure is worth the torment. Let's see what happens.
The cure! Vlaakith Mazathok Iskazeth!
You share in lae'zel's agony. Every cell within her skull bursts into a constellation of fragments, sorted and reassembled.
Neither of them have it, though.
lae'zel will die if she remains.
Yes, child. Jamar, Zala, Black.
That thing's killing me.
Your vision narrows. You sense myriad specters of Githyanki past.
Yeah, let's try this.
This is their fate. This is their anguish.
Oh, come on, game. Of all the times to give me a low ball. And I have no inspiration, so this is worthless.
The pain is too great. The visions flicker, but refuse to come into focus.
And I have no deception. Come on, okay. So this is a situation where I said save scumming is in effect. Alright, so I'm making this a little bit easier on myself by bringing Astarion with me and also transforming into a drow.
The device is strange.
For shapeshifter.
Made of taut.
The Zaithisk. Vlaakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
The device is an ingenious synthesis.
Stand aside! My time has come. Praise Vlaak.
Sit, child.
An Zaithisk.
Oh, I passed that one.
Vlaakith Tafki Nazin! Vlaakith Tafki...
Yes, child.
You feel lae'zel's mind rip and rupture. Is this purification? You share in lae'zel's.
Yes, child.
So, we're just gonna stand here and let it kill...
Your vision narrows. You sense myriad specters of Githyanki past. This is their fate.
Oh, a natural 20 for once.
This is their anguish. lae'zel's life is laid bare. The voices of the dead cry out as one.
Now give me like 10 more of those.
Collects memories from the infected and executes them. It is not for curing. It's for killing.
Please do not lowball me here. You got really close to lowballing me. Oh boy.
What? Subscribe!
And there's like one more check we have to make.
What madness is this? The Zaithis nearly destroyed me! I am Githyanki! I will not be Geich! My life's work gone! And yet she lives. And so does her parasite.
There's something in her voice that goes beyond rage. Curiosity, perhaps, or regret. Whatever it is, you cannot identify it.
Okay, you're wrong. She's actually been cured. We can try that. But I doubt it's gonna succeed. Can we do both of these? Maybe we can? Or we're just gonna get a nat 20. Okay, that's cool. Because I have, like, no deception at all on this character.
Really? Then all this destruction was a symptom of its power? Incredible. I am disappointed that we could not extract it alive. It would have been an exceptional specimen. In any case, the problem is resolved. Leave me. I must salvage what I can.
Okay, fair enough.
No! It can't be! It can't! This was my right!
I followed protocol. I kept to my faith. Yet the Zaithis might have killed me. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend.
Whatever you say.
This Zaithisk is a deviation. It was altered. There is no other explanation. Now hurry. We must go to the Charai.
Yep, fair enough. Go ahead and save the game. Talk to you.
I'm not surprised that the Gith's insane device didn't remove our tadpoles. I'm just disappointed.
Ah, that's nice. And where are you, Shadowheart? I don't even see you. Oh, there you are. You're like hiding. Can you stop walking now? Jeez.
So, the Githyanki have no cure for our condition. Unless you count death as a cure. I won't pretend to be surprised.
Now, I know it won't work for us, but the easiest cure is to just pop your eye out and take it out. Like, there are so many characters in the game have had that. Like the goblin priest or whatever. What was her name? Guts or whatever? She had done that. She had pulled her own eyeball out and pulled the parasite out of herself. So there are ways around it, just not for us, because ours are special.
Smoke rises like...
To the Inquisitor.
Okay, so you have nothing else to say. How about you? Nothing. Okay, fine. And I think we can steal this, but I don't want to, because I'm not going to use it anyway. Keep on going. Mind Flayer research. Cool. Doctrine. Oh, sorry, dormitory roster.
The young This Cresh's bunks look entirely too soft for my liking.
Okay. So inside of this box is one of those, like, rat things that can mimic people. I only know that because one time I saved it and I found that out the hard way. Because they're like, surprise, now you gotta fight it. Let's see what's over here. Ah, right, this. So the egg is actually over here. I was mentioning before, I believe, that the Society of Brilliance wants the egg so that they can hatch it and try and manipulate the way it grows. You can also just persuade this guy to just give you the egg and keep it if you say that it's going to be kept safe, that you're going to raise it. But unfortunately, the developers never actually, like, implemented a way for you to hatch the egg yourself. So it's just something that sits on you.
Freely. Such a lack of discipline would be punished severely in Calais.
This is only a taste of the mercy a Jake will show you.
This place is as tight as a patriarch's purse.
Should have been disarmed on entry. I'm pleased we weren't, but It's strange.
I don't think there's anything that's
No
going to happen to
doubt they
him
found
if we
me
leave
too
him.
intimidating.
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. And next time we will come in here, talk to them, find out that we need to locate the where the absolute are going. We can promise we can do that, and that will allow us to leave this area and go to the other area where the Moonrise Tower is. And then from there, we can do some stuff and circle back here and possibly get an audience with the person that's in charge over here instead of stealing stuff. Or we can just outright steal stuff. So there's a gem that's locking the door here, and the gem gets picked up by an NPC, so if you pickpocket the gem off the NPC, you can just open the door and just go right in without having to do all that extra stuff I talked about. I don't know which one I'm going to do first. It depends on if I need to find all the scrolls for this person yet, because that's kind of important to lae'zel.
Indolence breeds madness.
Because if you get all of the Orpheus things, all the scripts for her, she will actually become corrupted.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
And by corrupted, I mean educated. So, yeah, this is Crim signing out. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to let me know, and I'll see you next time.